PDC, Local Governments and Community Governance Challenge Quiz. The scores are Jonathan Grant High on 3 points and St. Jago High on 8. Let's move to round 2, the speed section. Before we go to round 2, Jonathan Grant High was short a question in the first round, and we're going to ask them the question now before we move on to round 2. Jamaican proverbs. Complete the Jamaican proverbs. You lie with dog.
You rise with flea. You rise with flea.
That is correct. Audience, gonna ask you to be quiet. Let's move to round 2, the speed section. In this section, each team will have 3 alternate 60-second periods in which to answer as many questions as possible. Teams will earn 1 point for each correct answer. Teams are allowed to pass questions if they do not know the answer. Once again, we begin with St. Jago for their first 60 seconds. Music. Identify the person seen here. Incorrect. Bogo. Local government. Where is the St. Catherine Parish Council located?
In Emancipation Square.
That's correct. History. In what month and year was the Right Excellent Samuel Sharp hanged?
May 1832.
Incorrect. January 1832. Sports. How many Kingston-based teams are currently in the National Premier League for football?
4.
6. Local government. Which CDC has won the Digicel Best Community Competition? That would be Glengough. General knowledge. What is meant by the abbreviation NIC?
Pass.
National Irrigation Commission. Local government. List any 3 articles a typical constitution should have.
Pass.
Name, purpose, membership, officer, meeting, and amendment. Now we move for the first 60 seconds for Jonathan Grant. We begin with music. It's a multimedia question. Identify the person seen here.
Papa San.
That is correct. Local government. Where is the Portmore Municipal Council located?
Pass.
Portmore Pines Plaza. History. In which decade is it believed that none of the Maroons died?
Pass.
Decade of the 1750s. Sports. How many St. Catherine-based teams are currently in the National Premier League for football?
4.
Incorrect. 1. Local government. Quote the oath of a councillor.
Pass.
I do solemnly affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, do my duties as a councillor of the parish council for the parish of X. General knowledge. What is meant by the abbreviation NIA?
Pass.
National Integrity Action. Local government.
Time, first minute.
Now, time has been called. We'll now move to the second 60 seconds for St. Jago. We begin with music. Who sang these words? If me not reach this year, next year now pass, can me born. That's correct. Jamaican heritage. What was meant by the Jamaican proverbs? Fall feed a hand, no hard for catch.
That means that people who gravitate to people who can give them things are most likely to get caught in situations that are unfavorable.
Leave that to the judges. General knowledge. What is meant by the abbreviation JMB?
Jamaican Market Brokers.
That's correct. Sports. Which team does Jermaine Toffee Anderson represent? That's correct. Local government. Time?
No.
Sorry. Local government. Name 2 skills and competencies required by a councillor.
He must be able to read and write in English, and he must be computer literate.
Incorrect. Communication skill, negotiation skill, political understanding, and working in partnership. General knowledge.
Time. Second minute.
We will now move to the second 60 seconds for Jonathan Grant. Local government. Which CDC won the Digicel Best Community Competition at St. Catherine Parish level for 2012?
Bridgeport.
Incorrect, Bushy Park. Which Jamaican did the song titled The Realest Song?
Conscience.
That is correct. Jamaican heritage. What was meant by the Jamaican proverbs, blind man can't bex in a hoodlum?
Pass.
Do not be ungrateful to those who are providing you with assistance. General knowledge. What is meant by the abbreviation JBDC?
Jamaica. Pass.
Jamaica Business Development Center. Sports. Who was president of the JFF before Horace Burrell was returned to office?
Pass.
Cranston Boxhill. Local government. Name two responsibility of the secretary manager or town clerk in the
Time.
KCC.
Second minute.
Time has been called. We will now return to the third and final 60 seconds for St. Jago. We begin with music. Which Jamaican artist did the song Rum Ram?
QQ.
That's correct. Jamaican proverbs. What does the Jamaican proverbs, no make your right hand know where your left hand know mean?
It means you must do things discreetly.
That's correct. Current affair. What was the value of the motor vehicles purchased for the
60
ministry?
million.
That's correct. Local government. Name two things that property tax is used for.
Fixing parochial roads and supporting poor relief.
It's correct. Sports. Who will Nicholas Axman Walters compete against on December 8th? Dallas Prescott. Current affairs, multimedia. Identify the person seen here.
X-33rd.
That's correct. History, true or false? The first parliament was established in Spanish Town.
True.
That's correct. Sports. Name two of the four semifinals for the Da Costa Cup for the year 2012.
Glenmuir Eye
Time.
at
Final minute.
You started to answer, so please continue.
Glenmuir Eye and States.
That is correct. We will now head to the final 60 seconds for Jonathan Grant. We begin with general knowledge. Which month is designated as Youth Month?
November.
That is correct. Music. Which Jamaican artist recently changed his name to Agent Sasco?
Assassin.
That's correct. Jamaican proverbs. What does the Jamaican proverbs, ash is cold, dogs sleep in it mean?
Pass.
When the rules are too relaxed, people take advantage and do as they like. Current affairs. In what year did Digicel launch its operation in Jamaica?
2001.
That's correct. Local government. Name 2 areas of responsibility of a parish council.
Pass.
Fire protection, street light, markets, public cleaning, and water supply. Sports. What international title will Nicholas Axman Walter contend for on December 8, 2012?
Pass.
World featherweight title. Current affairs, multimedia, look at the screen. Identify the person seen here.
Early.
That is correct. History,
Time. Final
true or
minute.
false. Time has been called. We have now come to the end of round 2 in this final match between Jonathan Grant and St. Jago High. The scores are Jonathan Grant on 10 and St. Jago High on 19 points. Before we go to break, we'd like to thank our sponsors who have made this St. Catherine PDC Local Government and Community Governance Challenge Quiz a success. I'd ask our audience to give them a round of applause, please, as I go through. St. Catherine Cooperative Credit Union, keep the applause going. Tasties Limited, Jamaica Public Service Company, Dr. Margaret Hazelwood, Mr. Gregory Mayer, MP, Northeast St. Catherine, Natalie Nita Headley, Member of Parliament, North Central St. Catherine, Honeybun, T. Geddes Grant, St. Jago Books and Supplies, SN Craft Limited, Banbury, Linstead, St. Catherine, The Gleaner Company, Power 106, the Social Development Commission, the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development, JAMPET. We thank all our sponsors for making St. Catherine PDC Local Government and Community Governance Challenge Quiz a success. We'll break and be back for the round 3, the ding-dong buzzer section.